Hi, good evening, good evening. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I just wanted to share the characteristics of a gold digger, how to recognize the signs, and how to keep from being duped. Now, if you've already been duped by a gold digger, I pray that you have already recovered or you're on the road to recovery. And I pray that you will have learned your lesson and now you're going to be able to recognize the characteristics or the signs of a gold digger. Number one, they are worried or concerned about your money or finances more than you are. Number two, they're always counting the money in your pocket or your wallet, looking over your shoulder to see how much money is in your wallet while you're paying at the store. You're at a retail store you're at the grocery store and you're paying and they're looking over your shoulder to see how much money that you're having. And you can see out the corner of your eye that you know that they're doing it, that they're looking over, and you don't want to make it obvious that you recognize that they're doing it. And then say you go to the store or you have to go to the laundry room upstairs or downstairs and you're gone a while and you come back and your bank receipts are on the counter. So they're searching for bank receipts in your home. And you realize that I didn't leave these bank receipts on the counter. Why are my bank receipts out? And number four, they point out other gold digging flaws, but the shoe actually fits them better than the other people that they're pointing out that have gold digging flaws. And then number five, they are always broke and expect you to pay the bill. They never contribute. They never pay their way, as we call Dutch. They always are expecting you to pay the bill. Number six, they rather have the money instead of a gift. So you ask them, well, what would you like for, Christmas? And they go, well, I'd just rather have money. And if you buy them a gift, they're angry and they're mad and they're unappreciative because they wanted the money instead of the gift. And then they ask about your family finances. On like the first date, they want to know what type of property your family owns. They want to know what type of investments, land ownership, vehicles, or any type of shares. Now, you know that's odd. You don't even know this person that well. And they're concerned about your family finances and what type of background you've come from, what type of family that you've come from. And they do not care about your career growth as long as they have security. So they're not concerned if you want to go back to school because, see, if you go back to school, then they're thinking about, that's money that I could have in my pocket. So they are more concerned about themselves and their financial security than your career growth. And number 10, they look high end and wear the latest expensive clothes and carry expensive handbags and very expensive shoes like Christian Louboutins or Gucci's. But you know that just from talking to them, they don't have an inheritance. They didn't win the lottery. They didn't get a big settlement from a company or a lawsuit. But they're always wearing high-end clothes and looking and playing the part. Number 11, they talk about past dates and people they've dated in the past. And when you ask them, well, what happened? And they tell you, oh, we broke up. Why? What happened? About money. And they tell you, slip up and disclose that they broke up because it was about money, but it wasn't their money. It was their partner's money, the person that they were dating. They broke up over someone else's money. And most of the arguments when they didn't get along was because of somebody else's money. And they want expensive gifts and they don't even recognize, or it doesn't even resonate with them that it's the thought that counts. So they don't want those type of gifts where, I brought you some flowers as an appreciation, or this is a nice gesture for our friendship. They don't want that. That it's the thought that counts. And they don't want anyone lecturing them on what that means about, gratitude and humility. They want the money instead. And they want expensive gifts. They don't want you buying gifts for them. They'd rather have the money. And then Their friends are gold diggers. When you finally meet their friends are gold diggers, and none of them have jobs, but they're all dressed with these high-end clothes on, with no money, no inheritance, no job. And then they're very jealous. If you go out to spend time with someone else and you're going to spend money, they get angry, they get jealous. And then they're manipulative. They don't want you spending time with someone else. They want to be the center of attention and see how much money that you're going to spend. They will even go to great lengths to ask, well, where are you going? Well, how much that costs? They're concerned about somebody else's money. Remember, we're talking about the characteristics of a gold digger. And then they're obsessed with status. They're obsessed with status. They want status, money, but they don't have any type of attributes except for the characteristics of a gold digger. They don't have any attributes that's kind, humble. They're just looking for what, they can get out of the relationship from you. And then they're out of your league. They are out of your league. You're not interested in a gold digger. And you cannot keep up with these gold digging behaviors that they constantly display in the relationship. And then they have this sense of entitlement. You know, that entitlement that I deserve and you owe it to me. And this is what I want and you should get it. A sense of entitlement. They don't work hard for what they're supposed to work hard for. They are more concerned about somebody else giving it to them. They have that sense of entitlement. And then they may even try to use your name to come up. Instead of trying to build their own brand, they will use you or your name or your family's name to come up. And they might even pretend that the relationship is more than what it is. And then when the money runs out, they disappear. So when you stop paying for things, they disappear. Or they're never available, or they're too busy. Or if you ask them, hey, let's go out and why don't you pay this time since I'm always paying? Oh, I'm sorry, I can't go. You know, I got other prior commitments. Well, you know, I don't have no money right now. I had to pay it, put money down on something else. They make up stories. And you don't probably see them anymore because they disappear. And they're only there for what you can do for them. They're only there for what you can do for them. Once you can no longer do for them, they're on the road to recovering another gold digger. They're on the road to finding another gold digger. So these are the characteristics of a gold digger and recognizing the signs on how not to get duped.